Down payment assistance in Pinellas County. I know I am located in Tampa and I am based more in Hillsborough County. So most of my down payment assistance program that I bring to you are usually based in Hillsborough County, but I wanted to cover Pinellas County down payment assistance today for those of my followers or my buyers, clients who are looking to make the move and you probably cannot find what you're looking for in the Tampa Bay area. You can't find the assistance. Maybe there's no assistance for you in Tampa. Maybe you want to try out Pinellas County, see what they have to offer. Maybe you might qualify for something. So assistance, different counties have different rules, they have different regulations, they have different criteria, different requirements. If you make less than $53,500 per year as an individual, or if you make less than $76,400 for a family of four, then you may qualify for assistance in the form of an interest-free deferred loan of up to $75,000. $75,000. Here are the requirements. It has to be a primary residence. You cannot have liquid assets that exceeds $50,000, and the purchase price of the home must be $349,525 or less. So you can't buy, a $400,000 home, but $350 down below, good to go. The property must be located in unincorporated Pinellas or a city in an eligible service area. And let me give you the eligible service area. Okay, so Clearwater City, Lago City, the city of Lago, city of Clearwater, or St. Petersburg. So city of Clearwater, city of St. Pete, city of Lago, you can get up to $75,000 in assistance to help you purchase a home. For this particular program, you have to complete your home buyer's education. So applicants must complete an online or in-person homeownership class. And the Pinellas County Community Development requires home buyers to complete an 8-hour class that is approved by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, so HUD, prior to closing. I will attach a link with some agencies that you can pick or choose whichever one you want to do. They do also require that you have a home inspection. So a HUD housing quality inspector is required to verify that the housing meets applicable safety and code requirements. The county utilizes a third-party contractor to conduct required property inspection. This means that you will have 2 inspections. It is always required for the individual or the home buyer to do their own inspection, and then the city will also do their own inspection. Your inspection is really to secure home insurance, whereas the city's inspection is to check the house out to make sure that it is safe and livable for you as the home buyer. Some of the eligible properties, it includes new or existing single-family homes, condominiums, townhomes, or a single unit in a planned unit development that serves as a principal or primary resident of the applicant. Rental properties are not eligible. It has to be located in an unincorporated area of Pinellas County, and it must meet HUD's housing quality standard. That is why they do their home inspection. The eligible loan types: fixed rate first mortgages with an interest rate that is no more than 1.5% above the average prime offer rate reported by the Federal Financial Institution Examination Council. It is a second loan. It is silent. That's 0% interest, but you do have to repay it back. But it is deferred for the first 5 years and then repayment in monthly payments over the remaining 25 years of the term of the loan. If you sell the house, you have to repay them back in full, or if you refinance the house, you have to repay them back in full. If you live in the house for 20 years, after that 20 years, then you do not have to make any more payments. So that is a plus. So deferred for 5, that means you're not paying for the first 5 years, and then you start paying on year 6. But if you live there for 20 years, then you don't have to pay back. If you're married, both of you have to be on the application, whether one spouse is going to be living in the house or not. If you're married, you have to apply as a married couple. It doesn't matter whether you're on the lender's loan application or whether you're on the title or not. If you want that down payment assistance, both of you have to execute the application. There is also another down payment assistance in Pinellas County. It's called the Home Key. And this down payment and closing cost assistance, it is a deferred non-amortizing loan at 0% interest, and it is repayable when you sell or refinance your home, and it is up to $12,000. Home Key Plus gives you $12,000. If you're in Pasco County or Polk County, it's $8,000. This program also has just about the same requirements. It is, again, income and credit eligible guidance. You have to follow those to do the homebuyer education class, and you have to work with one of the approved realtors as well. You need a minimum FICO score of 660 to qualify for this particular program. And you have to take homebuyer education, work with an approved lender or an approved realtor. The City of Clearwater Purchase Assistance Program. Loan funds are available to help home buyers cover part of the down payment and closing costs when purchasing a home. It is funded through the Federal Home Investment Partnership Program and the State Housing Initiative Partnership Program, SHIP. So the City of Clearwater, through its approved nonprofit housing agency, provides down payment and closing cost assistance to income eligible households who meet program criteria. Assistance is provided in the form of a loan, 50% of which will be amortized over 20 years. Payment on the other 50% will be deferred and forgiven at loan maturity, so long as no event of default exists. If the borrower defaults on any of the terms of the mortgage, the deferred amount will become due and payable. If the home is sold prior to the maturity date, the entire outstanding balance will be due to the city. One of the things I love about this program is that you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to use this program. The borrower is not required to be a first-time home buyer to qualify for assistance, but they cannot own another property at the time of closing. You have to contribute at least 1% of the sale price towards the closing from your own funds. So let's say the house is $200,000, then 1% of that will be what? $2,000. So you have to contribute at least 1% of the home purchase price of your own funds towards the closing. The home buyer must not have received assistance from the City of Clearwater in the past, unless the assistance has been paid in full, or unless there is some form of hardship like divorce, permanent layoff, physical or mental disability, a fire, flood, a natural disaster, or the death of a family member. You must be a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident alien. And you can get for this one up to $75,000. City of Clearwater, the eligible property, existing single family homes, new or existing, right? Townhomes and condos, 2 to 4 family rental properties, mobile homes, manufactured homes, and trailers or co-ops are not eligible. The property must be owner occupied, vacant, or occupied by the applicant. If the property is occupied by a tenant who will be displaced so that the loan can close, the city is unable to provide assistance. So if you find a house that you love and it has a tenant living in there, if the tenant doesn't have a place to go, then you probably can't buy the house, because the city will not allow you to buy a house and cause someone to be homeless. Make sure when you're buying a house that it is vacant, or the people living in it has somewhere to go before you close. The sale price must not exceed 90% of the median area purchase price. The maximum sale price is $481,176. Property must be located within the City of Clearwater Incorporated limits. Again, I'm attaching that link in the description of this video. So if you find a property that you might be interested in, you can plug it into that website to see if it is within the City of Clearwater Incorporated limits. For the City of Clearwater, you have to do your 8-hour home buyer education. Now let's talk about the City of Largo. I just talked to you about the City of Clearwater Purchase Assistance Program. Let's talk about the City of Largo. Remember, we're talking about down payment assistance in Pinellas County, so let's talk about Largo. With the City of Largo, you can also get up to $75,000. The loan is deferred and forgiven after 25 years if it remains in compliance during the life of the loan. If the household between 51% to 80% median income can get up to $75,000. You're below the 50. In the City of Largo, right now, they are only open to 51% to 80% AMI. The house must be located in Largo city limits. You don't have to currently live in the city to use this program, but the house has to be your primary residence. Household must meet the income eligibility, again, 51 to 80%. Your purchase cannot exceed the maximum purchase price, and the house must pass the Uniform Physical Condition Standard inspection. Your property cannot be in a special flood hazard area. And if you're purchasing a unit through the city affordable housing program, the program requires purchase by first-time home buyers. The city's Sold on Largo down payment assistance program for other units does not have this requirement. You just don't have to own a property at time of closing. The majority of funding available for down payment assistance comes from the Home Investment Partnership Home Program. Your household must still be able to qualify for a first mortgage with a lender, and then the lender must qualify your household at a lower purchase limit. The Pinellas Housing Finance Authority offers up to $7,500 towards down payment / closing costs, and you can use that with the city's Sold on Largo program. So you can combine. When you apply for the city's program, make sure you're asking about first-time home buyer key mortgage. Ask about that. It's an extra $7,500 that you can use to stack to help you to buy. I'm not going to mention Hometown Heroes here in this video, only because this program is currently not available. I think it comes back around in the 1st of July. So as we get closer to July, I will make a video on Hometown Heroes, but that is always a program that you can look into when the program open. And then there's the housing choice voucher to homeownership. And if you want to know more about that, it is one of the most popular videos on my channel, is how to buy a house for Section 8. That's what that means, housing choice voucher. If you have that, you can, talk to your counselor and figure out how you can use that to help you to become a homeowner as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you'd like to see more of this kind of content.